a goal in 17 consecutive games. That's a major indoor soccer league record, but Grigoriev has not scored a goal as yet this afternoon. He does have an assist for Clyde Watson, as you saw, and what a great assist it was.
I think the Fever probably has the second best road record. New York, of course, with their record, they have the best. But the Fever has won 6 on the road and lost 3, which is a very good record. I don't think any other team in this league can match that record.
Fever have won 10 of their last 12. The only losses coming to New York and Houston on the road. Centering right out in front. McWilliams there, but it's kicked out of the way. Oh, a great save there by Turner on the shot by Fred Grigoriev. What a save by Chris Turner.
And he still doesn't know what happened. I think he just reacted and put his hands up and blocked a super volley and just put it by the post.
We're still in the penalty situation. Fever have the power play. Right out in front, McWilliams, Grigoriev centering. Here's Alan Kelly. His shot is center. Jim Lemon. Score, Jim Lemon. Fever leading 4-2.
And what a great goal here. And Alan Kelly, instead of firing on goal, banked it off the boards, and Jimmy Lemon came in and drove a line drive that nobody saw except Frank. Let's take a look at it. Here's Freddie driving the ball around the boards, caroms off, follow up. Alan Kelly, instead of shooting at goal, uses the boards very well here. The carom off, and there's Jimmy Lemon. Full volley into the corner, and no one saw that one except maybe another angle here, and here's the carom, and here's Jimmy firing a line drive into the corner. Chris Turner had no chance on that one. Too many bodies screened off the ball.
So Jim Lemon's power play goal, his 6th goal of the year. That's another $25 donated by Basco to the Pennsylvania Hospital's Cancer Research Center with the assist from Alan Kelly, and the Fever leading 4-2. They still had, as the second half began, that power play situation with Fagan in the penalty box, and now they're at full strength. 4-2 Fever. Roush, Rigby right there. Rigby down to Fred Grigoriev, being marked by Fleming Lund. Fred still has it.
I think the important thing here, Harry, is that the Fever should continue and drive forward and get some more goals. They don't have that killer instinct. Georgie and I talked about it. They need to get on the board and still another goal.
Oh, a vicious shot there, but just wide.
So this is the opportune moment where they can put the game away or ice it.
Wolf, marked by Alan Kelly. Fleming Lund. Lund trying to center to Hernandez, knocked out of the way by Bob Rigby. Lund and Grigoriev, but Lund flips it back to D'Souza and Fleming Lund. Lund's played the entire game. 4-2 Fever, 13:10 to go, third period.
Lund was out for 10 seconds.
Was he?
Yes. I'm keeping my eye on him.
D'Souza, but a whistle had blown. And a violation is called. Called on Hernandez. Well, the Lightning have their own cheerleaders, young and old alike. Well, I shouldn't say old, I should say young.
Well, speak for yourself.
Yeah, right. Kelly, Fred Grigoriev. Grigoriev trying to get it into Fink. Fink right there. Fink shot out in front, and Fred was sliding to try to get it in. Just missed.
Freddie's having a rough night. He's had some chances, but unlucky on all occasions, but still a long way to go, and we're confident he's going to get on the board.
Hercole being marked by Lawson. Hercole still there. Great save, Bob Rigby. Rigby trying to kick it out, and does. Still in the Detroit zone. Fleming Lund. His shot just high. Headed out by Alan Kelly. Alan Kelly battling for it. Davey McWilliams battling for it.
And Lund was actually holding Davey by the shirt, but no call on the referee.
Here's Fred Grigoriev. Stripped of it by D'Souza. D'Souza coming the other way. Roush, he whipped at it.
Alan Kelly was there to obstruct him, so it was a good break for the Fever. Fever a bit disorganized defensively here.
Off Kelly, down into the Detroit bench. 4-2 Fever, 11:53 to go, third period. Ed Sheridan coming on. Alan Kelly goes off.
Once you're ahead, composure is the name of the game. No need to panic. Just build on the lead.
There's Joey Fink coming the other way. Joey's still handling. Fred Grigoriev and Dave McWilliams down there. Ed Sheridan trying to center it. Saved easily by Chris Turner. Petter Coley. Coley down and Moore. Little Johnny Moore trying to center it. He's being marked by Ed Sheridan. And a shot and a save by Rigby. It's out in front. Doc Lawson battling. Dave McWilliams trying to take it the other way against Fleming Lund, but D'Souza's right there.
Doc Lawson's doing a super job on their Coley. He's just giving him no space at all over the park, following him around and doing a good number on him.
Johnny Moore and Bob Rigby there, and finally grabs it. Fleming Lund could not kick it out of his hands.
Close situation there. Bobby was a little bit relaxed on that play and fumbled it, and Lund almost knocked it in.
Johnny Moore out in front and a score. Johnny Moore, a centering pass to D'Souza, and it's now 4-3. The Fever lead cut to 1.
This is the situation we were talking about. The Fever has the ability always to allow the team to hang with them. Look at this. Here's D'Souza using the board, flips the ball ahead, and keeps coming from behind, totally unchecked. Johnny Moore dribbles to the boards, caroms on off the boards, and there's Souza toe poking into the far corner.
No chance for Bob Rigby.
And again, we see it again. Here's Johnny Moore using the boards, and the carom off the boards, and there it is. D'Souza with his toe knocks it into the far corner, and now it's 4-3.
Fever leading 4-3. We have 10:45 to go, third period. A halftime score from Cleveland. Cleveland leading Buffalo 5-3. Alberto Alves, Fred Grigurev, George Lesiv on Alves right out in front. Fred Grigurev keeping it in, centering. Alan Kelly. Kelly's shot, an easy save for Chris Turner.
So it looks like a war again. Oh, look at this!
Lesiv just wide. Really a mix-up on the part of Detroit that nearly cost him. Here's Reynolds coming the other way. His shot is over the goal. So it'll be a goal kick for the Fever.
Chris Turner is speechless on that play. I think there was a bit of miscommunication, and Chris just let the ball come to Georgie Lesie's foot, who had a great opportunity. Terry Fisher is shaking his head. He says, hey, what's going on out there?
4-3 Fever. Kicked all the way down to Lesiv, who heads it. Fred Grigurev being marked by Fagan. Freddie. Fred thought somebody was back there, but that somebody was
Mihailovic.
Mihailovic's shot is wide, and that ball is kicked out.
Mihailovic and Freddie were teammates on the U.S. national team in '76, so maybe he got confused thinking he's still playing for for somebody.
Watson, Fleming Lund going stride for stride with him, and then the save by Chris Turner. Turner bringing it all the way down. Oh, good handling there, and a shot to score. This game is tied. What a great assist by Petter Coley.
Great combination there. Coley finally to Ani Mihailovic, who parked in the upper corner. And let's take a look at this. Here's Coley matched up with Alves. Alves is not strong enough to manhandle this man. He just goes around him. And then beautiful pass to Ani, who just drove the ball under the crossbar. No one to blame except maybe ball watching on the part of the Fever defense.
Ani Mihailovic scoring the goal, and this game is tied at 4 with 9.5 minutes left to go, third period. There's Mihailovic from Yugoslavia.
You can't leave the cameras this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, because they're going to go end to end, and it's going to be maybe the last 2 minutes decided on this game.
Jim Lemon, shot by Grigurev, no, blocked nicely by Turner. Alan Kelly trying to keep it in, and now Doc Lawson there. 4-4. Nearly stolen by Coley, but Doc has it. Booms one that's saved by Chris Turner. Detroit coming the other way. 4-4 game. Jim Lemon stopped it. Lemon down to Fred Grigurev. Fred handling, tried to center it to Fink. Here comes Lemon. And Lemon is stripped of it cleanly by Bernie Fagan.
That's a beautiful sliding tackle. Bernie Fagan came out and did a nice number on that and actually prevented a scoring situation for the Fever.
A centering pass and a shot deflected nicely by Bob Rigby. Lawson coming the other way.
Well done, Bob Rigby. He read the cameraman. Ercole was naked in the box and had to come out and blocked it with his body.
Joey Fink is stripped of it. Here's Pat Ercole. Ercole in the corner being marked by Doc Lawson. Out in front, Mahavlich. Mahavlich kicking over to the far corner. Reynolds' shot deflected by Lemon. Mahavlich. Coming on is Fred Grigurev trying to get it, and Fred he does. Fred coming the other way. Fred's shot is saved by Turner. Turner trying to kick it out, and that ball, it just goes through the tree. Oh, 4-4.
That one went right along the goal line, and Joey Fink was there, and Freddie claimed that the ball was over the line, but we doubt it. I think it did draw on the goal line. And the rule is, of course, in soccer. Let's look at this. Freddie fires one. Chris Turner blocks it, cannot retrieve it because it goes out of the penalty box. There he is. Freddie pushes the ball by him. Joey Fink just misses it, and there's the ball rolling across the goal line. Unlucky for the Fever and Joey Fink.
Here's Joey Fink. Kicked out by Turner, but Lemon's shot is deflected. Back out to Lemon. Lemon to Eddie Sheridan. Sheridan trying to get it back to Lemon. And it's stolen by Reynolds. Reynolds has Roush on one side. Here's Reynolds. And a whistle.
And a good call.
Violation against Reynolds.
Referee right on top of the play saw it, and he was holding Bobby Smith and called him for that violation.
Fink and Lund battle for it. Fink still has it to Fred Grigurev out in front, and a good defensive play there. Eddie Sheridan trying to center. No one there. McWilliams' shot is deflected. Maybe trying to keep it in the zone. Fred Grigurev trying to header. And Roush is there. There's Fleming Lund on the right wing. And here's a shot that's just wide. Another shot by Roush too high and over the goal.
A lot of action end to end now. They're loosening up in their marking. They're just going on counterattacks, and Lightning can do that very well with Lund, Roush, and Wolf, who are trained from childhood to play in counterattack situations. They all hail from around the... Well, Lund's from Denmark and the other two from Germany, and this is one of their ways of playing soccer tactically.
Fred Grigurev being marked by Fagan. Fred kicks it all the way back to Bob Rigby. Rigby bringing it down to Joey Fink, Bobby Smith, and here's Fred Grigurev. Fred down to Joey Fink.
Yeah, Bernie Fagan taken down for tripping. Joey Fink did a nice number on him. Fink fainted one way, went the other way, and Bernie had to take him down. Direct free kick.
Fred.
Here, let's take a look at this. There's Joey Fink. He goes at Fagan, fakes one way, and there it is. Kicking his feet, actually, instead of the ball, so that's the violation.
Fred Grigurev will do the kicking. Fred trying to center it. And it's picked off by Detroit. Here comes Wolfgang Roush. Roush with Hernandez on the right wing. Hernandez shot and a good save by Bob Rigby.
And there it is. Again, a good example of that counterattack. And the Fever has to be extra careful about it because they're going to get caught up.
Tied 4-4. Here they come. Here's Wolfgang Roush. Roush trying to center, and Rigby has it. 5:44 to go, third period. This game tied at 4. There's Amir Lete. Lete deflected. Fleming Lund has it for Detroit.
So Georgie has three goal-getters up front. He's playing without a midfielder. Sheridan and Smitty defending, and three attackers.
Lete, McWilliams. McWilliams has it stripped, and Fleming Lund. This is Egwin Wolf. Back to Fleming Lund. Lund, marked by Lete, out in front. And a violation is called against Doc Lawson.
And they put the ball into play very quickly and almost score on that one.
Fred Grigurev. Fred Grigurev right on. A shot is scored by Fred Grigurev, and the Fever lead at 5-4. Freddie has scored a goal in 18 consecutive consecutive games.
Unbelievable record, and terrific Freddie, or as some people call him, Freddie the Foot. Again, he got a few inches, saw some space, and knocked it in. It took him some 36 minutes to find that, or 38 minutes to find that space, but he got it, and there he is scoring a goal with his outside foot off the post into the corner. Chris Turner, no chance on that one.
Fred Grigorev's 37th goal of the year. That's another $25 donated by Basco to the Pennsylvania Hospital's Cancer Research Center. The Fever back in front 5-4. This is a great game.
Up and down, a lot of action, Harry. I'll tell you, I may come out of retirement and go back into this game.
That's kicked away. Lefty going after the ball. Fans wanted a penalty, no penalty. Lefty to Fred Grigorev. Freddie's trying to center to Lefty, and it just got by him.
I'll tell you, I like Damir Latte. He can play. Youngster, a good size, 6'1", good range, 19 years old, comes into this country 4 days here, and he's turning some people on here.
Who got the assist on Fred's goal?
That's a good question. What is this, a test?
You know who got it? Rigby.
Bob Rigby assisted.
Yeah.
All right, Bob Rigby. I think Bernie Perrant did the one for the Flyers.
That's Rigby's second assist of the year.
Fantastic. That's called good distribution, which Bobby, with his experience now playing for all kinds of teams, the Cosmos, the LA Aztecs, and the Philadelphia Fury in the summer, he can do that kind of stuff.
Bobby Smith trying to get it to Lemon. Kicked back out, but Fred Grigorev right there.
And Harry, by the way, no more tests for me.
Fred Grigorev shot just off the post, score, Lefty.
And there it is again. Then the Yugoslavian connection connects on that one. Freddie Grigorev does a little bit of footwork, fires one from long range off the post. Latte, standing on the spot, puts it in there. Here it is, Freddie moving right to left and then feints one way. Sees an opening, fires it, low drive off the post. Karam, Latte knocks it in. 6-4 Fever. And here it is again, Freddie with a powerful shot off the post. Latte on the follow-up. No chance, Chris Turner.
So Latte's second goal of the day, and that's another $25 donated by Basco to the Pennsylvania Hospital's Cancer Research Center. The 19-year-old Yugoslavian, Latte has made himself felt. Trying to get it out of there. The Fever leading 6-4, and Rigby is right there.
And they should go right at him again, Harry. They got to go and get another one, and they could coast. They shouldn't relax like they did moments ago, or they did that in every game so far. They get a lead, and they relax.
Latte to Fred Grigorev. D'Souza trying to mark, and there's a whistle and a violation called against Fred.
And D'Souza was reaching in, and Fred was obstructing a little bit, so no question is a foul, and Lightning has the ball.
6-4 Fever, 3:24 left to go. Here comes D'Souza. D'Souza right on in. A header and a save by Rigby. Back out to Fred Grigorev. Fleming Lund back on him. Freddie handling with Lund marking. Freddie to Lette. Lette back to Alan Kelly, and that's deflected and out.
That's off Manny Hernandez's back, and he's holding his back. That'll be a corner kick for the Fever. And I'll tell you, it takes a little bit of courage when those guys come in and unload 7-8 yard shots and the ball traveling sometimes 80, 90 miles an hour.
We have a good crowd here at Cobo Arena with the Fever leading the Detroit Lightning 6-4 in the third period. 3:02 left to go.
Freddie Grigorev is motioning to the referee. He wants a little bit more distance. D'Souza, who's from Brazil, doesn't understand what's going on.
Good centering effort by Fred Grigorev, but there is a whistle.
Holding inside the box. Latte was holding Lund, and so Don Winching calls it holding violation.
There's Latte to Fred Grigorev. Fred trying to center it, kind of weakly, and D'Souza has it. Here comes D'Souza, back the other way. Roush being marked by Kelly. This is going to be back to Roush. Wolfgang Roush trying to center. Good save, Rigby.
Bobby Rigby squeezed that one against the board.
Fleming Lund, right by Lette. Fleming Lund, a centering pass wide. Roush couldn't get it. Roush bowls over Sheridan, no penalty. And the kick comes down to Fred Grigorev. D'Souza back there to mark him. Here's Fred. Fred gets by D'Souza, but he cannot get by Egwin Wolf. And here's little Johnny Moore. Roush. Kicked away. Roush right there. Deflected. Johnny Moore was there, but now the Fever coming the other way. Fever coming hard. Joey Fink. Joey Fink back to Eddie Sheridan. Sheridan back to Fink. Fink mishit it, but right out in front, the score!
Yes, and that one is chalk it up to Chris Turner. The young man made a mistake there. A routine ground ball. He bobbled it. Rebound off the wall, and Davey McQueen is on the spot. Marks one, and he's on the board again. Here it is. Here's Joey Fink, who actually wants to fire it, miskicks it. It's a soft thrower, and actually a ground ball in baseball. The shortstop missed it.
Turner just
carry him off the wall, and what can I say?
Yep. Turner just flat out booted it. Here it is again. Just a little, then he deflected it with his foot and had no prayer as McWilliams scored the goal. And for Davey, that is his 15th goal of the year. And another $25 from Basco for the Pennsylvania Hospital's Cancer Research Center. Here's a shot just wide. Fever leading 7-4 and really on the attack. Right out in front, Alan Kelly just wide.
They're playing exciting soccer here. They're going right at them, and they're doing it. No question about it.
Now, violation has been called.
No.
Oh, a two-minute penalty will be called on Doc Lawson.
Violation was fair enough, but I don't know about the 2 minutes. But they're there, and Doc Lawson's going to take a walk and spend 2 minutes in the box. And here it is, a typical story of the Fever again, allowing that team to come back into, or maybe not, but certainly a power play for the Lightning. They're exciting on a power play. They got Roush and Lund and Wolf, Hernandez and Moore and Ercole out there. So Wolf went off, so these five can play and they can score. So let's see what the Fever can do here.
Who got the assist on McWilliams' goal?
Well, you have to go to Joey Fink.
Unassisted.
I told you, don't give me the tip. I'm 0 for 2, all right? One more time and I'll stop talking.
7-4 Fever lead, but the Detroit Lightning will have a power play for the next few minutes. They'll have Wolfgang Roush, Fleming Lund, Manny Hernandez. Oh, kicked away nicely by Bobby Smith, and Bobby has a breakaway. Lund's right behind him. Smith trying to center to Fink, and it's hit a little too weakly, and Turner comes out. The Fever putting on some pressure. Here's Bobby Smith again, kicking it and keeping it in, and it almost looks like the Fever have the power play.
And a good call. And here's Rouse taking down Bobby Smith from behind, and fair enough. Bobby had a breakaway, a counterattack situation. He should have fired on goal, but he was looking to feed Joey Fink and made the wrong decision.
Turner comes way out of the goal. Leslie right there, but Fleming Lund brings it the other way. Wolfgang Roush. Roush shot, saved by Rigby, kicked way out by Fink.
Turner's out of the goal again. He's being intimidated a bit now. He knows he made a couple of critical mistakes, and now he's panicking a little bit. So the Fever should take advantage of that.
Shot by Roush and another save by Rigby.
And on the other hand, Bobby Rigby's playing some magic. He did it on Friday and back again here. He's fantastic save.
Fleming Lund. Lund a shot right off the head of Alan Kelly and into the seat. 49 seconds in the penalty, 9 seconds in the period. Roush, Fleming Lund. Hernandez shot is deflected out nicely by Bobby Smith. And that's the end of the third period. At the end of 3 quarters of play, it's Philadelphia Fever 7, the Detroit Lightning 4.
It's a crucial one for the Fever. Tuesday, January 29th, the Red Hot Fever takes on the tough New York Arrows, and a win could keep them right on top. And there's more. The Fever salutes the Flyers with a halftime shootout, Flyers stars in person, free Pepsi banners, and indoor soccer excitement, all for the price of a ticket. The Fever and the Arrows at the Spectrum, Tuesday night, January 29th. The Philadelphia Fever. We make indoor soccer a non-stop ball.
Well, the New York Arrows will be in the Spectrum Tuesday night against the Fever in what should be a great indoor soccer game. All kinds of good things happening that night. A halftime show with the Flyers, and it's also Pepsi Banner Night. To bring the youngsters down to the Spectrum for an evening of fun and excitement. Always exciting when the Fever and the New York Arrows get together. That'll be at 7:35 on Tuesday night. Tomorrow night at 9, a concerned young judge has to decide the innocence or guilt of an accused murderer. George Mahara stars in A Covenant with Death. That's tomorrow at 9, right here on Channel 17. The other 3 periods, the Fever leading the Lightning by a score of 7-4. Still 40 seconds on the penalty to Doc Lawson. So as we start the 4th period, the Lightning will be having the advantage of a power play situation for the next 40 seconds. We look at George O'Neill talking with Bobby Smith.
Bobby Smith has played superbly this afternoon. Almost had a breakaway short-handed goal and missed that one, but playing some solid defense. And as he did on Friday, he's inspired this team, and they're in good form. Should be an interesting game Tuesday.
We have a new goalkeeper for Detroit as we start the 4th period, Bart Farley. He was just 22 yesterday, another young goalkeeper out of Williston, Vermont. He was an All-American at the University of Vermont.
Bart's rate is a good top American goalie. He needs some experience, but he's very talented, good athlete, good reaction time. So let's see what he does this last 4th period.
On the power play, Fleming Lund shot out in front. Fink tries to get it out, does not. Wolfgang Rausch has it deflected, and it goes over the goal and out of the arena.
That's a corner kick, and Johnny Moore will put it into play. These situations are sometimes critical, so you got to be extra careful on those corner kicks.
Fleming Lund trying to center it is kicked away by Alan Kelly, and there's George Lessiv. Lessiv trying to get it out. 14 seconds on the penalty. Wolfgang Rausch. Fleming Lund. Lund being marked. Back to Rausch. Here's Hernandez. Hernandez, Bobby Smith has it. And it's kicked way down by Lessiv. And that'll take care of the penalty as Doc Lawson comes off.
That's good stuff. That's good penalty killing by those 4 people.
Rausch right out in front. It's deflected and kicked away. Here's Bobby Smith. Trying to get it back to Smith, but he was not going down the right wing. And so the Fever make a lot of changes as Detroit brings it down. Wolfgang Rausch. Moore trying to center it right out in front. Fleming Lund heads it back in, and Johnny Moore off the boards. And here's Fred Gregura trying to go the other way, battling for it with Wolfgang Rausch, and Rausch wins that battle. 7-4 Fever leading, 13:30 left to play.
So I think this is the time for the Fever to get on the board one more time and take an 8-4 lead, and then I think they got it.
Patter Coley being marked by Doc Lawson. That one's going to be against their Coley.
Doc Lawson is doing it. Look at this one. Doc Lawson is doing a number on Pat Arcoli. Here he is, just solidly shoulder to shoulder, and there's Arcoli throwing a body block on him instead of going for the ball, so it's a direct free kick, and Doc is really doing some stuff on Arcoli. Leading scorer for the Lightning, and so far has had very few shots or opportunities.
Doc Lawson strips Johnny Moore of it. Here's Roddy Martinovich. Martinovich trying to center to Dave McWilliams. McWilliams right there in front. Fred Gregura was right in the middle, but did not get it. And now Reynolds brings it the other way. Craig Reynolds all the way down. Reynolds shot, deflected. Right out there is their Coley, and it's kicked away, kept alive as Rigby tried to pick it up. And it comes down toward Fred Gregura, but he can't get it. 7-4 Fever leading. Fagan.
I just saw the referee climb the boards. He's really in the game.
Davey McWilliams and Doc Lawson as the Fever bring it down. Roddy Martinovich. Martinovich centering, and McWilliams not quite able to get his foot on it.
And a good situation because the Karen was right to David McWilliams, who was naked in the box, and just missed putting his foot on it.
Fleming Lund. Johnny Moore. Back to Fleming Lund. Trying to get it in the middle there. And McWilliams tries to kick it out of the way. Kicked it all the way down and picked off by Bernie Fagan. Fagan to Mahavlich. Fagan. And it's taken away by McWilliams. Fleming Lund. Mahalovich kicked out by Lawson. There's Jim Lemon. Lemon trying to bring it the other way. Jim to Fred Grigoriev. Freddie looking. Freddie shot. Saved by Farley.
That's the first save by Farley, and he was there. Freddie fired a powerful shot, but Farley had no problem winning that one.
And here comes Fleming Lund.
The crowd wants action from the Lightning. They're a little disappointed in the result there.
Oh, a great save there by Rigby on the shot fire. Oh, Fred Grigoriev. Freddie right out in front. He scores! Second goal of the game for Grigoriev. And the Fever now leading at 8-4. And if you go get Fred Grigoriev one-on-one with the goalkeeper, it's history.
It's history is right. And a bit of magic here. Here's Fagan trying to take him down. Freddie has good body balance. Goes right at Farley. A little bit of a dance. Goes by him and left foot and dribbles it in. That is painful for the team that is catching the pain.
Fred Grigoriev's second goal. He also has an assist, and the Fever lead at 8-4. With 10:50, he has 2 assists. With 10:53 left. There he is. Fred the foot.
They can take the air out a little bit now and not be too hasty in counterattacks, just keep it disciplined and organized, and I think they got it.
8-4, Fever leading. 10:45 left to play.
Fever doing a super job just matching up on people and frustrating the Lightning, particularly these last 2 periods.
Here's Wolfgang Rausch. Back to Manny Hernandez. Who got the assist on that goal?
Oh, no. You can test me on weekdays, but never on a Sunday.
Best hitting was Hernandez. Did you believe Bob Rigby again? Rigby's second assist of the game. Here's Freddie Grigoriev. Great pass to Al. Back to Alan Kelly, who could not get it.
And that was just too much passing. They should have fired earlier, especially Alberto Alves. He should have unloaded.
Manny Hernandez. Egwin Wolf back to D'Souza. So Bob Rigby has 2 assists in this game.
I got to think Freddie's going to get some more because they're pushing up with all 5 players, and Freddie's alone.
There's a violation called away from the ball, and I'm afraid it's going to be a 2-minute penalty called against Philadelphia.
Alberto Alves is going to get 2 minutes for holding. He doesn't know why, but he's got to walk off and get 2. Roush, I think, did a little bit of acting there, and I think the referee saw the act and caught it, and 2 minutes on Alberto Alves. This is the second penalty, one in Cleveland he picked up. So
he finished the game, on the penalty box.
Alberto's getting a little bit too aggressive out there.
The end of 3 periods at Cleveland, the Force leading Buffalo 6-4. Here it's 8-4, Fever. 9.5 minutes left to play.
Oh, wait a second. Not only they got a penalty kick on this play, so Alves is in there for 2 minutes.
Temper's beginning to flare. Bobby Smith and Fleming Lund having a few words.
This is the first one I think that I've seen in indoor soccer, a penalty kick. And now we got somebody else going up for 2 more minutes.
Bobby Smith going off for 2 more, and George O'Neill cannot like this.
Totally unnecessary, just doing things that don't belong and bringing maybe the Lightning back into this game. So now,
unsportsmanlike conduct called on Bobby Smith, so the Fever will be 2 players short, and he also gets the yellow card.
He gets 2 minutes, he gets a yellow card, 2 guys in the box, 5 against 3, and now Roush has a penalty kick.
So George O'Neill with a 4-goal lead can't be happy with this.
Not at all, because
Detroit can get right back in this thing.
That's for sure, because I don't know what the rule is. If Roush scores on this, does 1 come out? If he doesn't, they're going to be attacking 5 against 3 for 2 minutes, and then 5 against 4 for 2 more minutes if, in fact, they score.
So a penalty kick awarded to Detroit, and in this penalty kick, the goalkeeper has 2 chances.
One is a prayer, and the other one is luck.
Slim and none. Kick is going to be taken by Wolfgang Rausch. 9:37 left to play. Fever with what you would think would be a comfortable 4-goal lead, but now 2 players short.
So who's taking it? Because Lund is hanging around as well. Roush says he is, and guarantee he's going to drive this one. There'll be no play shot here. This is a power shot for sure.
Roush. And Rigby had no chance. Roush easily putting it in the goal. 8-5 now. The Fever leading by 3. Hals will come back on. But Bobby Smith will have to stay off for the next 2 minutes. So the Lightning will have a power play for 2 minutes.
And let's take a look at this shot. I'll tell you, he winds up and he goes full speed and rips one with the instep. Bobby Rigby, look at Bobby making commitment, and the ball is just driven over the top. And I'll tell you, here's the goalie. Look at him. He's reacting to it, but no chance. It's all luck and try to read the shot, but that's impossible. It's a very powerful shot.
Here's George Lessig with Lund on him. Lessig handling, trying to kill the penalty. And here come the Detroit Lightning. Fleming Lund, Egwin Wolf's shot deflected nicely. Another shot is over the goal. It'll be a goal kick. Kicking it out was Wolfgang Roush.
Roush drove another one over the top. He's got a very powerful shot. As I said, in Germany, when he played for Bayern Munich, he used to come from behind and score a bundle of goals.
Roush gets it back to Fleming Lund, and again they start their power play with 1:24 left on the penalty to Bobby Smith. Wolfgang Roush shot, and a header attempt by Moore goes over the goal, and again will be a goal kick for the Fever.
A lot of pressure now in the Fever. It's 8-5, and they're in a power play situation. The Lightning is, so Fever, if they hold out on this one, still have a chance of pulling this one out.
Here's Roush. Fleming Lund. Egwin Wolf has it deflected, kicked away nicely. Fever, thus far, have done very well on penalty-killing situations. Fleming Lund. And that's kicked away. Egwin Wolf fighting for it. Along with Joe Fink, Ronnie Martinovich comes back the other way. 47 seconds left on the penalty. Martinovich, and a violation will be called on Wolfgang Roush.
And a good call. Roush was all over Roddy Martinovich. I'll tell you what, Roush has been taking some penalties. He deserves a couple minutes in that box pretty soon.
George Lessig. Lessig right there. Lessig out in front to Joe Fink, a save by Bart Parley. And now Fink and Lessig will have to come back quickly. I don't know why that ball was kicked by Johnny Moore back.
Well, he's trying to kill some time for the Fever.
23 seconds left on the penalty. Fleming Lund. Wolfgang Roush, his shot is headed out in front. Lund mishits it. Roddy Martinovich kicking it out of the way. 12 seconds left on the penalty.
I got to go out and challenge the ball.
Misses it.
Send somebody out there because Farley's skills are not too good out there. Might have good hands, but his feet are not the best.
Egwin Wolf, his shot and a score with no time left in the penalty. So they had killed it for 1 minute and 59 seconds, and Wolf got a screen there, and it's now an 8-6 game.
And a bad break for the Fever, and no question a good goal. Wolf fires, London pushes the ball to the left, and Wolf here, left-footed, drives the ball on the floor. It goes between the legs of Roddy Martinovich and then goes into the far corner. Bobby Rigby screened a bit by Roddy on that play.
So it's Detroit Lightning right back in this game. It's 8-6 Fever with 7.5 minutes left to play.
So the Fever put the Lightning back in the game because of unnecessary penalties. Now it's 8-6 in the war, and so we're going to grind this one out until the clock runs out.
Fred Gregourev is stripped of it, but Alan Kelly keeps it in, and here's Freddie. Gregourev with Dave McWilliams. Gregourev shot, a good block by Farley. Freddie back and kicks it over the goal. Good effort by Gregourev.
A good effort, and I'll tell you, Bart Farley needs some playing time. He hasn't played too much this year. Chris Turner has seen all the action, and he looks a little bit suspect, a bit nervous, and he's blocking shots instead of catching balls, so we'll see maybe the Fever can capitalize.
Patter Coley, Doc Lawson marking him as he has done so well all afternoon, and taken away nicely by Alan Kelly. Kelly coming the other way. Fred Gregourev right in the center, tries to center it to Freddie. Kelly right there, and Alan Kelly has scored. The Fever leading 9-6. A great effort by Alan Kelly.
No question about it. And I'll tell you, this Alan Kelly in the last few weeks has turned it on as well. Eddie Sheridan, Alan Kelly, Davey McWilliams, a big surprise. Take a look at Alan. He's making a full run from end to end, going alone, and fires the ball against the board. Fagan misses or just slightly deflected. Alan wins the block tackle here and then fires it into the corner for a score and a 9-6 lead for the Fever. And look at this angle. Here we see it from another view, and there it is. Fagan blocks the ball, and Kelly wins the tackle and drives the ball into the near corner.
Alan Kelly's third goal of the year. That's another $25 donated by Basco to the Pennsylvania Hospital's Cancer Research Center. That'll be an unassisted goal for Alan Kelly. Fred Grigoriev, that ball is kicked out.
I was worried about the test again.
9-6 Fever leading, 6:45 left to play. This has been a good one.
Yes, it has.
Fever have played very well today. Made a couple of mistakes in penalty situations, but offensively they have really played well.
Good offense and, in fact, good defense as well, except they allow those penalties, and consequently they bring that Lightning team back into a tight game.
Violation called against the Fever. 6.5 minutes left to play. Fever leading by 3 goals, 9-6. That's the back to Bart Farley. Farley throwing it down. Wolfgang Rausch. Egwin Wolf kicked away by Bobby Smith, and Fleming Lund keeps it in. This is D'Souza. D'Souza centering, blocked nicely by Lemon. Davey McWilliams and D'Souza battle for it. There's one by D'Souza. Here's Egwin Wolf, back to Rausch. Back to Wolf, and he shot Rigby way out of the goal.
And there's an injury. Wolf is down, Bobby, and he collided, and he's holding his head. He might be serious.
Egwin Wolf is down.
Here we go, and it's Rausch is doing a soft chip over the top of the defense. The ball is served into the box. Bobby Rigby comes out chasing the ball. There's Wolf trying to volley the ball with his left foot. Does hit it, but also collides with Bobby Rigby. It looks like he caught maybe Rigby's knee in the face, but he's walking now. I think he's okay.
Egwin Wolf all right. As the Detroit trainer Mark Belmont checks him over.
Nothing like a strong German.
So it'll be a direct kick. No, it'll be a jump ball.
Jump ball? Go, coach.
Well, what is it? What is that, a drop ball?
That's better.
All right. Oh, right through Rigby.
That was a curveball. And almost a goal for the Lightning. Bobby let that one slip right under his leg.
D'Souza deflected. Here comes McWilliams down to Fred Grigoriev. Fleming Lund with him. Fred Grigoriev off the board. And it's kicked out. And here's Wolfgang Rausch. Fleming Lund. D'Souza centering. Mihalovich couldn't get it in.
That was a good defensive play by Jimmy Lemon, who cleared it nicely with a heel clearance.
Bobby Smith getting it down to Fred Grigoriev. He's one-on-one with D'Souza. Fred handling. Fred still handling. D'Souza getting help from Lund, and Fred shot and a save by Farley. Good work by
I'll tell you. Good save by Farley, and Clyde Watson was coming full speed, and the ball didn't go into the goal, but Clyde did.
9-6, Fever leading, 4:57 left to go. Fred Grigoriev. Freddie Grigoriev.
Oh, yes.
And a violation called.
And guess who? Our best
Rausch.
friend Rausch. And here we can see it. Here's Freddie Grigoriev doing a nice number. I think he's doing a little bit of disco dancing here. But fires a good shot, and here's Farley blocking it, and there's Clyde Watson almost getting a goal.
Watson has one goal. Bart Farley is the goalkeeper. 4:42 left. Fever leading 9-6. Fred Grigoriev with 2 goals and 2 assists so far this afternoon.
And you might be 2 for 2, Coach. Your second win in a row, huh?
How about that? After losing my first 2 at New York and Houston. The only games the Fever have lost in their last 12, as a matter of fact, were those. Fred Gregura battling for it, but it's kicked out. And here come the Lightning the other way. That's for Coley. But look at the way Lawson catches up with him.
No question about it. That's what speed, strength, and power is all about. And the tripping on Lawson.
Trying to get it back out to Fleming Lund. Here's Fleming Lund.
Lund has a great change of pace. He slows down people and then accelerates. He does that very well.
Mihalovich. Johnny Moore and Fleming Lund. Coley is right in front of the goal, being marked by Doc Lawson. D'Souza trying to get it in. Doc Lawson kicks it away. That's deflected off Watson. Johnny Moore around Sheridan, but Rigby has the save.
And Doc is right there as well. And again, let's just give him the credits today. He's done a superb job in the defense, holding Coley to zeros.
Freddie Gregura and rushing down the left wing was Fink, and he knocked it way up into the upper deck.
Joey Fink with his left foot, and that is not his favorite foot.
3:34 left to play, and there you see the score. No, the Fever can hang on for the next 3:34. It will have been a very good trip indeed to Cleveland and Detroit.
A little bit of snow in Cleveland and Detroit, but who cares as long as you're winning.
Here's a great play by Fred Gregura, just wide by Fred. Watson to Alan Kelly, and his shot is deflected. Clyde Watson has it back to Alan Kelly, back to Clyde Watson.
Oh, some good stuff there by Clyde.
Alan Kelly, and his shot just off the hands of Farley. Fink centering, but Watson couldn't get it.
Good pressure by the Fever, and it's a good place to put the pressure on him, and the Lightning defending third.
Fighting for it. Doc Lawson. Oh, Lawson, a great job getting back in and blocking that by Ercole. Here's Doc. Doc really has done a number on Ercole today. He was not scored a goal, nor has he had an assist.
Got to get the MVP in the defense for sure. He's been superb. Doc wants that ball. Look at him. He's all charged up now. Look at this. Showtime.
Right back to Rigby. Just killing time with a 3-goal lead, 9-6. 2:29 left to play. Fleming Lund. And a whistle and a violation is going to be called on Fink as Mike Hunter was charging him.
They put him to play quickly. They're very good at that.
Alan Kelly marking Saronis. Here's Reynolds. Reynolds point blank, knocked away by Doc Lawson. Right out in front, is finally kicked out of the way by Alan Kelly. Fred Gregura.
Georgie wants a line change, and can't blame him. They're tired.
That's a good clean tackle there on Fred Gregura, and Detroit coming back the other way. Coming out is Jim Lemon. Here's Reynolds and Ercole. Ercole has it blocked by Lawson. Alan Kelly, you're watching Philadelphia Fever Major Indoor Soccer League action here on WPHL TV, Channel 17, Philadelphia. Fred Gregura almost. Minute 29 left to play. Alan Kelly and Saronis.
Well, if they take no penalties, I think we can call this one history.
Doc Lawson done a great job. Kicked it right to Rigby. Minute 16 left, and the Fever well on their way to their 12th win of the year. Fred Gregura, Jim Lemon.
Yeah, it's called keep away time.
Here comes Lemon. Lemon trying to get it to Freddie, but it's deflected back to Lemon. Lemon handling.
Good stuff. Just run the clock now. You got 3 goals. Run it.
Bobby Smith trying to get it to Fred Gregura. Fred will battle for it. Picked up by Farley. Mihalovich coming back the other way. Just 30 seconds left to play. This one's history. The Fever are going to win their second in a row on the road. And will have won their 12th game of the year and go 12-5 and pick up a half a game on the New York Arrows. And that big game against the Arrows Tuesday night at the Spectrum. 546-5600, the number to call for tickets. Bob Rigby gets it back down to Fred Gregura with 13 seconds left. Fred will try to get a hat trick right here. His shot just wide. And the second sticking away. That's going to be it. That's the end of the ball game. The Philadelphia Fever have defeated the Detroit Lightning by a score of 9-6. Great effort by the Fever. And the Fever have won their second in a row and now move to within 1.5 games of the New York Arrows in the Atlantic Division. We'll be back with a wrap right after these words. Back at Cobo Arena, where the Fever have defeated the Detroit Lightning by a score of 9-6. Great soccer game, and kind of sets the stage for Tuesday night. The Fever really playing well now. That's 11 out of 13, Walt.
I'll tell you, they got the momentum now. They're scoring goals. They're playing good defense. Rigby's in action. He's doing superbly. So Woody Hartman might have to sit out some more games because Bobby's doing a job. Doc Lawson has been outstanding. So I think that's going to be a clash on Tuesday. Doc Lawson against Steve Zungel. Freddie, of course, is pumping goals left and right. Davey McWilliams has caught fire. The new boy, no question about it, Damir Latte can play. So they got an exciting team, and it should be very interesting on Tuesday.
And, of course, Zungel is coming off a 10-goal weekend, 5 on Friday, 5 on Saturday. And the last time the Fever played New York, Zungel did not score a goal. It was Branko Segota that did him in.
Branko came out. Doc did his number on Zungel, and then Branko came out and pumped in 6 shots and 6 goals. That was an unbelievable feat by that young man. And I think Alan Kelly will get that responsibility on Tuesday, checking Branko, and I'm sure he's going to be up for that task because it's a bit of pride now.
That'll be a great soccer game, and, of course, the Fever winning now 12-5, a game and a half behind the New York Arrows, setting the stage for Tuesday night at the Spectrum. Philadelphia Fever Indoor Soccer is produced and directed by Steve Silverman. Our director for this afternoon's game was Jeff Muse, and our next telecast game will be from the Pittsburgh Civic Arena when the Fever take on the Pittsburgh Spirit Friday night at 8 o'clock. We hope you'll join us then. Our final score again, the Fever defeating the Detroit Lightning 9-6. Terry Callis for Walt Chyzowytch saying so long from the Cobo Arena in Detroit, Michigan.